In the modern world, crocodile farming has evolved into a vast global industry where millions of these ancient reptiles are bred, raised, and processed every year. The story begins by revealing the scale of this operation. What was once a wild predator feared in rivers and swamps is now part of a highly organized production system supplying luxury fashion and exotic meat markets. From the start, the process begins with egg collection. In many regions, crocodile eggs are gathered from the wild or from captive breeding stock. They are carefully placed into temperature-controlled incubators, where even the smallest variation can influence the hatching rate and sometimes even the gender of the young crocodiles. Once the hatchlings emerge, they are transferred into nursery enclosures, where they begin the long process of growing into full-sized animals. On large commercial farms, the animals are raised in rows of concrete ponds or enclosures designed to manage thousands of crocodiles efficiently. Workers feed them a controlled diet, often fish, poultry, or meat waste, ensuring fast and uniform growth. Everything is calculated: feeding schedules, water temperature, and even the density of crocodiles per pen. The goal is not only to grow them, but to protect their skin. Any injury, scratch, or blemish can reduce the value of the hide, so farmers go to great lengths to keep the crocodiles calm and their surroundings smooth. As the crocodiles grow, they spend several years in these contained environments. Some farms harvest them after 2 to 3 years, when the animals have reached the ideal size for high-quality leather. Throughout this time, they live in conditions that prioritize skin quality over comfort: shallow pools, solid floors, and close proximity to other crocodiles. The documentary captures this industrial side of farming, where efficiency and profit drive the system more than the natural behaviors of the animals. When the crocodiles reach maturity, they are selected for processing. The slaughter process begins with stunning, sometimes through electric means or a quick strike meant to minimize suffering. Once the animal is motionless, it is killed and bled. The carcass is then moved to the skinning area, where workers remove the hide with precision. The skin, particularly the soft belly section, is the most valuable part of the crocodile. Each one is carefully cleaned, graded, and salted before being shipped to tanneries. In tanneries, the skins go through several chemical treatments: tanning, dyeing, drying, and polishing, transforming them into supple, high-end leather. These materials will eventually become handbags, belts, or shoes sold by luxury brands around the world. Meanwhile, the meat, considered a secondary product, is processed separately. It is cut into portions, chilled or frozen, and exported to markets where crocodile meat is a delicacy. Behind this immense system lies a global network. Countries across Asia, Africa, and Australia contribute to the supply chain. In places like South Africa and Thailand, thousands of crocodile hides are exported every year, generating millions in revenue. Yet the story also exposes an uncomfortable truth. The farming process treats crocodiles as livestock rather than the wild, ancient predators they are. Cramped enclosures and repetitive feeding routines replace the freedom of rivers and wetlands. The documentary touches on the economic importance of the trade. For local communities and national economies, crocodile farming creates jobs and export income. Supporters argue that it even helps conserve wild populations by reducing illegal hunting and giving crocodiles a commercial value. However, animal welfare advocates counter that keeping wild reptiles in industrial facilities strips them of their natural behavior and subjects them to unnecessary suffering. By the end, the film leaves viewers reflecting on the paradox of progress. Crocodiles, creatures that have survived unchanged for millions of years, now exist within one of the most controlled and commercialized systems of modern agriculture. From egg to handbag, from swamp to showroom, their journey reveals both the ingenuity and the moral complexity of human industry, a story of profit, power, and the uneasy relationship between nature and commerce.